I want to make this quick video and just point out that the only time I have ever seen someone come back to one of my students or myself, friends, family, people I've seen go through breakups is when you no longer care. So maybe you're in a new relationship. Maybe you stopped caring about them. Maybe you're over them or whatever. So they won't reach out until they feel this, and they only feel this when you stop projecting your energy. Now, that's going to sound woo-woo, I understand. But hear me out. So, again, that's why I pointed out they reach out to you or they come back around when you've moved on or when you stop caring or whatever. You can be with a new person and maybe they see this person, maybe not. But that's when they always call you, they always text you. It's random. You haven't thought about them for maybe a week or two. I just want to offer this to you. If you're looking to make this kind of money every single month, look no further. I have a program called Money School. So Money School is a place where you guys will learn how to make money in several different ways. Look, going through a breakup, going through stuff like that is really, really hard. And you should put your focus in on something. Why not do it with a side hustle? I teach YouTube, blogging, agency work, all kinds of stuff. So if you're interested in that, send me a direct message on one of my socials in the description box, or send me an email, or join the free Discord. Everything's in the description box below for you. That's when they truly feel this. It doesn't have to be weak, right? I know someone's going to latch onto that idea, but that's always when it happens. So I'm going to talk about why. So if we look at this little graph, this crappy graph here, there's you, which is here. So I'm just going to make my highlights in red. Actually, purple. I'll do purple. And you're projecting all of your energy. Oh my God, I'm thinking about her and what she's doing. Her. All you think about is her. What is she up to? What is she watching? Is she watching her favorite show? Is she reading her favorite book? What is she doing? What is she doing? And she is going, friends. What are my friends up to? Hey, what's my family up to? What's my mom up to? What's my dad up to? What's my sister up to? What are they doing? And they're focusing on all of these other things. They're focusing on their own life. They're focusing on their growth. Maybe it's school. I didn't even write that. School, right? Could be school. It could be whatever. It could be a job. So that's what this is, work. And just so this just means self-interests. So they're focused on all of these other things, and all you are focused on is them, especially because earlier in the relationship, just before they broke up with you, it could have been a month or two, maybe a week, maybe even a few days if things really start getting really bad and negative. Then they're thinking of leaving you. They're already thought of what their life is going to be like without you. They thought about this already. So they are going to go, I'm going to go focus on things. Oh, this could also be other dudes. Okay. Dudes. So maybe they put themselves back onto social media. Maybe they put themselves on dating apps, right? Because sometimes, believe it or not, some women will delete or they will severely limit how much Instagram they use, since Instagram has kind of turned into a dating app at this point. So they'll start diving back into, and this is one of the first signs you guys can use if you ever go back through this kind of thing ever again. This is what you can use. You can use her. Obviously, her distance is going to be a major thing, but she'll start using her phone more and start using apps that she never used before, like Instagram. Say out of nowhere, she just starts using Instagram a lot. Now, I'm not saying that that's entirely bad, but that's I would say it's not even a red flag, really. It's just an alarm bell. Okay, she's starting to do. So what ends up happening when people lose interest is they start doing other things that are not normal. And what they might have even said disinterests them in the past, and now they start doing those things. So sometimes a woman will say, oh my God, I don't actually like social media at all, blah, blah, blah. And then she starts using it like crazy. Or she starts hanging out with people that she says she hates at her job. Oh my God, I hate this guy named Mike. He's a terrible guy. And she starts hanging out with him. Starts going out or in a group with a bunch of other people, right? All red flags. So that's already when it's kind of too late. There's actually a step before that where Say, for example, and this is a really random example, say she's sitting on the couch with you during movies, right? Say you guys have like a weekly movie night, or you watch movies several times a week, whatever. There will be times where she will actually be sitting with you on the couch, and then suddenly she doesn't want to sit near you anymore. Or she'll start pointing things out about you that she no longer finds attractive, right? There's all kinds of things and all kinds of signs. You have to pick up on these signs. A lot of guys are just too goofy to pick up on the signs. So the best way to learn this, of course, is reading a few really good books, but obviously experience too, but really you just have to be aware, develop your awareness and your radar, and just pay really close attention. A lot of guys, again, they choose not to want to pay attention to it. Sometimes guys ignore it on purpose because they're too afraid. So if you ignore a problem, it does not mean that it's going to go away. A lot of guys ignore the fact that they're basically running around uninspired. They don't care about the fact that they do loser behavior every day, right? They don't like, if you guys think about it, what's a winner do? Winners do things, especially disciplined things, that they don't really want to always do. And why does this matter? Well, men need to be someone, again, a good man, right? I already explained this in the last couple of videos where good men and did I erase it? I might have erased it. Yeah, right here. Okay. So I put a bunch of X's and shit through this. So I'm just saying, oh, that was weird. It just disconnected. But anyway, so there's neutral men in the middle here, right? And then neutral men, they don't do anything, right? And then there's good men who do things, and that's just here, right? And then there's bad men who do negative things. You want to be aiming towards being a really good man, a better man. And that leads me into the Better Man Project. So Better Man Project is my mentorship program where I teach you how to make money and focus on attraction skills and all that other stuff. Okay, basically it's the 6 pillars. So we focus on these things and we do increase your value as a man. See, a lot of people don't understand attractive and repulsive energy, for example. So when you are a better man, you are harnessing, without even trying, you're harnessing attractive energy. When you're a Jeffrey, right, you are repulsive. You're harnessing repulsive energy. Repulsive energy is you're radiating these energies whether you like it or not. Just how much of the negative and repulsive energies are you radiating versus how much are you radiating attractive energy, right? So going back to the idea of when they feel this, that's what the attractive energy is. When you really adopt that attractive energy into your life, when you focus on it, and again, you're going to get to the point where you don't even notice you're doing it anymore. You're going to be aware of it at first. You're going to start being aware of what you're saying, how you're saying it, how you're coming across. But they need to feel that first. That's always when they come back, is when they feel this energy. They feel this behavior. They feel this stuff. It's radiating from you. And then they call you. They come back around, right? So what I want you guys to understand, again, is how do you get them to feel this? Well, first of all, space is your best friend. So let's just use this. Let's go back to black. Space is your homie. Okay? This is going to speak volumes about your strength as a man. When she left you, she is automatically assuming that you are basically wrapped around her finger, that she can come back to you at any time. Now, again, I don't think that they actually consciously think this, but when I got dumped, when I dumped a girl, I was just like, I'll see if she's available later, if I'm bored, or if this is what I was thinking back decade plus. I broke up with a girl when I was like 20 or 21 years old, not in 2021. Okay. So I'm 33 now. So that kind of gives you an idea of time. And she did no contact to me. She literally gave me space I said that I needed to think about our relationship. That's literally what I said to her. And I'm sure you guys heard that from your girls, right? So this doesn't necessarily come down to a gender thing. This comes down to behaviors. So what are women and men doing, right? And it just comes down to this person's no longer attracted to you. I was not attracted to her anymore. I didn't want to be with her. I wanted to focus on partying and having fun, right? So at that time, I broke up with her, and literally she did no contact to me. And she's like, look, cool, take your space. And she got advice from her mom for sure about it. She was just like, yeah, give him space. Give him a lot of space. And guess what? I came back around to her eventually. Okay. It took like 2 or 3 months. Now, don't put that into your relationship, because our relationship was obviously very different. And she was doing space well. She wasn't reaching out to me. She wasn't texting me. I was expecting her to. And again, this is the idea of dumpers' arrogance or dumpers' confidence. They literally they think and assume that they can have you back. So you need to use that and understand that, knowledge. Use that knowledge and use space to get them to go, okay, shit. And it makes them think. It really does. It made me think. It made my exes think, because I did this to them. Okay. So it makes you think, and it makes them think about, man, was this a good idea? Because then they're going to start realizing, like when I was thinking about her, right? When I broke up with her, I was thinking eventually, because she was hot, right, that she's going to go out and start seeing other guys. And that thought goes across your mind when she's acting with high value. Because she was like, you know what? Fuck you. If you don't want to be with me, don't be with me then. That was the energy she was giving off to me. And that's what they need to feel. They need to feel this energy. They need to feel that don't give a fuckness coming from you. Okay? And that's the idea of the Better Man Project. So developing this takes time. I'm not going to lie to you. It takes time. But if you start now and you start focusing on knowing how this shit really works, it starts with your daily habits, and even something that I like to call micro habits. So micro habits are the idea of like breaking down the habits. Habits are who you are, right? So they define everything about you, every habit that you have. Some people are really lazy, so it shows, right? So developing micro habits is the best way to get to the next level, because say you want to exercise. So this is what I've been doing. Say you want to make money, or say you want to understand women. You have to focus your time on understanding those things. So 100 units of time is a great indicator of where your time is going to go. So 100 units of time is basically the tracking of your time. This is how you can really make her feeling this work, because you have to go, where am I putting all of my time and energy? Become aware of it. How many hours are you focused on? Okay, what's your first goal? Understanding women, right? If that's your first goal, then you need to go, okay, how much time am I dedicating to understanding women? When you understand women, right? Say it takes you 3 to 4 hours of reading a day. Cool. Then you're going to get to the point where you understand women pretty well, better than most guys. Then how much of your time is going to improving your money? How much time is going to improving? And you slowly and incrementally do these micro habits. Okay? These micro habits are going to make it so that you just break down your big habit, the big goal, and you break it down into little things that you want to do. So the first micro habit, let's say it was exercise. So say you want to get in like 15K steps a day. I'm literally doing this. So 15K steps per day. Doing 15K steps in one shot is a lot of work. So you could break this down and do 5K steps in the morning, sometime in the afternoon, do another 5K, and then do another 5K in the evening. That's your 15,000 steps. Now, however long it takes, you can run and do it in a short amount of time. Okay, cool. That's whatever. So that's how you break these things down. Now, I understand a lot of you guys work, so you guys can, work around this, do 10,000 steps a day, but minimum 10,000 steps a day is what I try to do. I try to do 15, so I try to get in that range. And then I'll obviously lift 2 to 3 times a week. right? That's what I'm doing now. My God, my body is sore. Like I'm stiff, I'm sore. I fucked myself up for way too long. Okay. But you get back into it. You don't complain. You keep moving. This is how you break down habits, and you guys can do every hour. You do 1,000 steps. Okay, great. Whatever. Right. So that's the idea. If you want to break a book, right? A book is a great way to do books is chapters at a time. Okay. That's how I read fiction books. Some of the books I read, some of the chapters are an hour and a half of reading because I listen to them at the same time. And I listen to it at 2 times the speed usually, and I can still grasp what that. But if I go, depending on the person's voice, if I go up to like 2.5, I'm not listening to what I'm not processing what they're saying. But at 2 times the speed, I will. So you have to find that for yourself. But a really good hack is to read and listen at the same time, as if someone's reading to you, right? So a chapter at a time. So this is how you crush like Tactical Guide to Women, right? Really good book. 1 chapter at a time. So every hour you could do, every 2 hours you could do a chapter, right? And you could pull up the Kindle version on your computer and have the end of the chapter go, what did I just learn? Do this for 6 months. And I promise you, she's going to feel the breakup. I hope this makes sense to you guys. Okay. This is how you get better. If you want mentorship, let me know.